G'day, my name's Adam Hills. Welcome to Spicks and Specks, the music quiz show that went it all and spoiled it by... I completely ruined it at the beginning of the show.
Hi, I'm Miff Warhurst.
And I'm Alan Bro. Adam can't be with us tonight. He's off in Africa healing the sick or stopping global warming or... I mean, we're not allowed to actually speak to him directly anymore, so I don't know what he's up to.
That is not true at all. But what we're going to show you tonight is some of the deleted scenes from Spicks and Specks. Now, normally we film for about an hour and we have to cut out quite a bit to fit it into half an hour, and a lot of it is genius, so we thought we'd show it to you tonight.
But a lot of the stuff that we cut out from that hour is stuff like this.
Bruce, you'll be... bollocks.
Excuse me.
Oh,
That's okay.
Do you want some Vicks rubbed on your chest, darling?
They're all great songs all the time, but well, it's interesting information.
Kind of ties in
Don't
with...
take drugs, kids.
So, what do you reckon the answer is?
Oh, no. Sometimes when we record Spicks and Specks, they go so well, it could actually run for an hour.
A prime example of that is the first show of this year, a show that featured Guy Pearce. It went brilliantly, so brilliantly that we dropped an entire game. Have a look.
1970s vintage ABBA clogs.
What?
A Beatles original Help Band-Aid.
Oh, wow.
And a vintage New Kids on the Block Joey McIntyre block autograph stamp.
Well, my first problem is that ABBA were from Sweden.
Yes.
And Sweden is not known for clogs.
That's right.
So that's culturally inappropriate and I think a bit racist.
Yes. And if it was like the ABBA smorgasbord, we'd buy it.
Exactly.
Yes.
Or maybe you get one person and it's made by IKEA and it folds out into the other three.
the Bjorn and Benny flat pack box.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The Help Band-Aid's pretty good.
Well, yeah,
That's pretty special.
old and incredibly rare.
It'd have to be a big moment to get that one out, you know.
Right,
Yeah, the kids can always have the Wiggles ones, but I'd be keeping that for myself, I reckon.
But you know what? Could this be a trick question? Because vintage New Kids on the Block, Joey McIntyre's autograph stamp.
I mean, that could be very valuable if you could get a vintage New Kids on the Block Joey McIntyre checkbook. Because then you just stamp them and write you, and it would be awesome.
Oh, my God.
I know.
But there'd be nothing in his bank account now, so...
Oh, that's
there
true.
would. No,
Apart from shame and anger.
Is there anything about that even looks like the name Joey McIntyre?
No, it doesn't really.
You know what? It's because it's back to front. Because it has to be a stamp that's back to front.
Oh, I see what you mean.
You are a legend.
Oh, yeah. That's exactly right.
So we have to put them in order of value.
Yes. Here's my call and see what you think about it. It's the Help Band-Aid is the most expensive.
Okay.
Yeah. Joey McIntyre's block autograph stamp is the second most expensive.
Yep.
And the 1970s vintage ABBA clogs are the third most expensive.
Yep.
Okay, I can tell you got none of those correct.
Oh, see, I knew it was a trick question.
Well, why didn't you say so?
I did. It's going to be Joey McIntyre, I know it.
No, it's going to be ABBA.
From least to most expensive, the Beatles' original Help Band-Aid fetched $24.25.
Oh, that's ridiculous. People died for that Band-Aid.
And by the way, it wasn't as popular as the other Beatles medical products, the Yellow Submarine suppositories, the Hello Goodbye Morning After pill, and the Twist and Shout sex toy.
Can I tell you, though, when you take the Yellow Submarine suppository, when you poo, a big rainbow comes out, and Ringo appears at the end of it, saying something about Thomas the Tank Engine. Hello there, you're gonna poo. Oh, it's the walrus.
So the Beatles Help Band-Aid, $24.25. The 1970s vintage ABBA clogs went for $86.60.
Oh.
The New Kids on the Block Joey McIntyre block autograph stamp, $155.80.
Well,
Midnight Felicity, your items are 2 vintage Jason Donovan hats, a 1980 Kiss fold-out poster book, and a vintage Elvis Presley tape measure keychain.
Well, firstly, I'd just like to say how upset I am
That there
are 2 Jason hats. Jason told me the one he gave me was the only one.
All right. Well, I reckon that the Jason Donovan hats would be of some value.
Well-
Maybe not as much as, though, a Kiss or an Elvis.
I reckon tape measure most expensive.
Yeah?
You would
All
have
right.
to think so.
Remember our...
I know.
Remember.
How could we forget? You went on and on.
Should we go crazy?
So we'll make ours brief. We'll get to the point. Elvis, we think
where are we
perhaps
at?
is the most expensive.
The most expensive?
Should we just blow off
you think
logic
we
and get crazy?
Jason at the top.
Let's
most
go
expensive.
Jason at the top. Let's get wild.
All right.
Okay, let's say Jason Donovan most expensive.
Jason most expensive. We'll go
Yep.
vintage Elvis Presley tape
Yep.
measure keychain second most expensive.
Okay, and Kiss,
And then the Kiss.
the cheapest.
Cheapo.
Yeah.
Cheap and nasty Kiss
Now,
poster.
looking at Adam's eyebrows,
Yep.
I'm going to take a guess and say that we have none of them right.
You're completely right.
Do I get a point for that? Do I get a point for your eyebrows?
The least expensive was the Elvis Presley tape measure keychain at $4.50.
Oh.
The vintage Jason Donovan hats cost $12.50 and were bought by J. Donovan 81. And the 1980 Kiss fold-out poster book was $19. And now, look, we've mentioned Neighbours a few times in the show.
Thank you.
Is that the reason that you didn't release albums, straight away after all of that?
I think the whole Neighbours thing generally was a difficult thing to kind of deal with in a way. The whole.
Yeah.
So as soon as you would mention the word music, people would go, "Oh gosh, not another Neighbours person going to release another single." So I go, "I'm sorry, did I say music? No, I meant maths. Sorry."
Well, what people don't know about you, apparently, is that you, from doing Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, can still sing the aria that you
the
had
aria.
to mime to on the top of the bus. Is that true?
Yeah.
If we threw it at you now, could you still... Really?
I don't have the frock, but I can just, give it a bit of a go.
I have a dress in my bag.
We're about the same.
I'll have to go back to...
Okay.
Character.
Okay, you ready?
Right.
Folli, folli, delirio vano è questo. Povera donna, abbandonata in questo popoloso deserto che appellano Parigi. A diletti sempre nuovi di volare il mio pensiero. Di volare il mio pensiero. Di volare il mio pensiero.
Guy, what's the story with you and a dead monkey dressed as Elvis? Oh, God.
He's still watching me. We were rolling